Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. This is episode 3. Last time we docked our Ark onto the Nexus, and we actually got to get familiar with the fact that there are indeed people here. They've been here for 14 months, nobody showed up, everything's been nothing short of a disaster, but with one Ark in the Nexus so far, it's at least been able to supply some power to this place. We've got to meet the leadership. We've also had a chat with Sam about some things, which was the most recent conversation that we had. But we're going to go to our ship, finally. We're going to go check out our ship at the docking bay and head down to a new planet. So let's head to the docking bay and continue Mass Effect Andromeda. So I'm really looking forward to... Oh, there is a cutscene. I'm really looking forward to checking out some new worlds.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
Normandy V3.
The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
Okay. Show me my Normandy. Where is it?
They call her the Tempest.
Oh, okay. Okay. The Tempest. It looks pretty cool. It's pretty sleek. Okay. It's no Normandy, but it'll do. Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Cool name for a ship. I'll take it.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
The way that the camera was like revealing this character, I was like, oh, okay, this is an introduction moment. They're not just a random character. Do we have another Turian squad mate in the group, and it's a female this time? I'm down. Does that mean I get to still do a Turian romance by playing as a male character? Alright, female Garrus, let's get to it. Let's get out there.
Yeah. Let's go see the rest of Helios.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Alright, Ben. Is there a problem?
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
Let me give you a talking to.
Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
There's zero emotion on that guy's face that whole time. I'm gonna get your son out of cryo, like, much earlier than you want. Your own flesh and blood. Wow. Really? Smooth.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Hate to see you leave. Love to see you go.
Who cares about doing stuff?
That Turian waste, baby. Alright, we're not having a Turian romance this game. Even though their waist movement is mesmerizing. We ain't going for Turians this game. Can I finally have a Krogan romance? I'm ready. I'm ready for a Krogan romance. I'm really actually quite interested.
State of the art.
I'm quite interested to see.
Exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
Oh, actually, you know Natalie Dormer. Okay, we've got to have an Asari
The
romance.
engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
There you go.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
This bridge looks clean. This mission will be tough.
Every plan the Initiative made is out the window. Now it's on us to find the way.
We all came here ready for a challenge. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Alright, who's our replacement Joker? Who's our replacement Joker? I must know. Dude,
Better
look at
head
this
to the
place.
bridge when we're ready to go.
So, okay.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Alright, we can do laps with our little funny legs. Okay, so we can do vid calls. This ship looks nice. Tempest looks pretty sick. It's a sleek looking number. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what our romance capabilities are going to be like in this game. Can I romance Lexi? We're going to have our Natalie Dormer Asari romance happen? Maybe. Let's see. We'll just have to wait and find out. See who else fills out the rest of the crew first. Now, in terms of the journal, we have to go to the bridge, so I'll check the vid call thing first. A crew like no other, only the best and most experienced crew can hope to succeed on the Pathfinder's mission. These allies and companions ensure survival for thousands of settlers. Cora Harper, we've established a professional working relationship. Liam Costa. Oh, hang on. Well, look at this. If this is our crew like no other, and it's only showing these four so far, I'm assuming this is our squad so far of our companions. So, Lexi is in the team. There you go. First impressions of Liam is a real booster for the Initiative. Though you haven't had a chance to get to know her personally, Lexi has proven herself to be a capable doctor. She's already saved my life. Veteran Nix has joined the Pathfinder team. She seems to be familiar with the Nexus's nightmarish bureaucratic procedures and was instrumental in getting the Pathfinder ship released to you. Beyond that, however, she remains a mystery. A sexy mystery. We'll see. We'll see. The Tempest is a survey ship designed for long-range, long-term exploration under a Pathfinder's command. Its lightweight and efficient design allows it to operate with a small crew and minimal resources. Built by the Andromeda Initiative, the Tempest makes use of several once proprietary technologies, including an IES stealth system originally developed by the Systems Alliance. Many of these systems were permitted on the condition that the Tempest only operate in the Andromeda galaxy. Okay. The engine is a variation on the Ark's Odyssey drive that allow long-term operation, capturing a percentage of the static buildup in capacitors. The recycled electrical charge powers several of the Tempest onboard systems. As a Pathfinder vessel, the Tempest has research and development facilities, laboratories, and a well-appointed meeting space to accommodate dignitaries, anticipating any potential first contact scenarios. Okay, on the Tempest, we often encounter the first to encounter new potential threats or valuable tech. So we have R&D to support a fast turnaround. Sam's connection to Arc Hyperion in the Nexus allows him to transfer data and latest discoveries from the scientists stationed there. Quantum computing enables multiple complex simulations to be run simultaneously. Wonderful. We love Sam. Okay, let's head down to the bridge.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Okay. Looking very neat and tidy. You don't have boxes littered and scattered everywhere at all. Liam?
Some serious kit over here.
Some serious kit over here, bruv.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones, like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
Alright, explorers turned scavengers.
I'll take any advantage I can get, even if it's exploring junk.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after we're through. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
R&D terminal, okay. Select research to unlock new blueprints and augments by spending research data. And then development. Okay, so... weapons, armor, and augmentation. Milky Way research data? Interesting. Okay, so Milky Way technology, Helios technology, unknown. Okay. So we can research stuff from the Milky Way that we're aware of. Quite a lot, actually. Ah, the Black Widow. The Black Widow. The Asari sword. Okay. Krogan hammer. Okay. Not bad. So Milky Way tech. Ah, okay. So we can research the Ket weaponry already. The Dawn being a Ket semi-auto weapon. Dawn appears to translate to Peacebringer. The Hesh shotgun translated to Order. The Naladin sniper rifle translated to Taker. These are quite interesting looking weapons. The Roserad SMG translated to Infinite Fire. The Soned translated to Resistance. Thokin translated to Sudden Death. Zalkin rifle translated as 3 stars. Lenart sniper rifle translated to Watcher. So there's a Ket blade as well, a Carfallen blade. And Vakash? Punitive Immolation. This one is the only one that is not translated, apparently. Interesting. And then we've got armor, so the Ket's armor as well. Just looks like there's just Doomslayer outfits. Let's wear our Doomslayer gear. And then there's augmentations as well. Yes, the N7 gear. Back in the Milky Way, top combatants had the N7 armor. Just seeing how expensive this stuff is. So there's multiple tiers of it as well, which is quite similar to the original first Mass Effect, having the numbered tiers of armor and weaponry. So if we've got 220 research data for Helios, we can make some of the Ket weaponry, which is cool, and I guess their armor is affordable. The Helios Defender armor and Defender helmet. Ooh, just the first tier of that is pretty pricey. The hard suit is the ultimate product of initiative research into Helios cluster species, remnant power sources supply, Angaran hardware, and a frame made possible by Ket bioenhancements and Pathfinder implants. The armor is unequivocally a combat suit intended for the defense of initiative and Angaran colonies. You're its first and only user. All feedback is welcome. Let's just hold on for now. In terms of development, though, let's have a look at this. Now, learning more about materials required to craft blueprints. So, required materials. Okay, so these are all level 1. This is stuff that's ready to develop. Okay. So we already have an Avenger assault rifle. I don't know why I would want another one. Or do I have a different assault rifle, maybe? These are some rare blueprints. Deep impact. Okay. Pathfinder Observer. Pioneer. Well, if these Pathfinder ones are rare, I might want to make these instead. Deep Impact, which is a shotgun, semi-automatic sniper. What is this one? Either an assault rifle or a submachine gun. Rate of fire is 600, so it's probably a submachine gun. And the Ranger, that's the submachine gun with 700. So that must be an assault rifle. Okay. Maybe I'll craft, if we're going to craft anything, I'll give myself a cool new weapon. So, 63 damage, accuracy. Yeah, let's go for this. I want to make myself a Pathfinder Pioneer. I'm going to craft that. You can rename it too. We'll just do what it is. Okay. Pathfinder Pioneer number 1. We've developed something. May as well just develop, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we use it. We can do strike team missions from here as well. Oh, nice. These ones are completed, which means it must be... Now, this was something that we're not sure yet, whether it'll complete in real time or in game time. Looks like it completes in real time, which is nice. So, since we've last played, these missions are now complete. So... 70% chance and it failed, but we still got XP. Nice. 12,000 XP. Nice. Guys, we got some loot boxes, dude. Let's go. Alright, we got some missions that are bronze level. Let's send one on this Apex mission. Send a strike team. 74% chance of success. They even leveled up to level 2 and they're still got the same percentage. That's fine. Let's send them on that mission. And then send Quebec on that one. Make me proud, strike teams. Alright, so every time I start a new session of Andromeda, we'll need to check the strike teams to make sure that they're all good.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Hey. Can I go down here? Yes, I can. Let's check out what's going on downstairs before we go to the bridge.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters.
Nice.
Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Nice, we got our email terminal. Clothing and armor customization. Special deliveries. How do we open up these? Oh, dude. No way. I'm getting so much stuff from the terminal, but I think it gave me... It fucking gave me one of the guns that we just made. It gave us a bunch of other... It gave us a bunch. It gave us a Pathfinder Pioneer, I think. Yeah, it just gave us one. This one was crafted and it gave us a rare one. They're exactly the same. Oh well, you live and you learn. It just gave us, yeah, it just gave us a bunch of rare weapons. It's not that much better than the fucking katana though. I mean, it's more accurate, but it does less damage. Black Widow and the Observer. The Observer's trash. Okay. It didn't give us amazing things, did it? Omniblade level 2. I'll take that at least. God damn. Okay, so it's given us some shit. We'll have to get used to that. SpaceX rocket model has given us a codex entry for early spaceflight for humans. Let's have a look at our emails. Pyjack. To Ryder from Herrick. Oh, sorry, Herrick? Forgot how to pronounce his name. It's not Herrick. It's not Eric with a H. It's Herrick. Pathfinder. It was marvelous to meet you. As a fellow adventurer in the sciences, could you help us with an experiment? We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, a young Pyjack. what humans sometimes call a space monkey. He's part of a study on how various species adapt to shipboard life, and we're hoping you might take him aboard the Tempest. You can pick him up from the Nexus Commons whenever you like. Don't worry, he's quite friendly, and routine's very simple. No food after 23:59, no baths or showers, and please limit his exposure to solar radiation. There's no food after midnight. They're literally going through the no, don't get him wet, and don't take him outside. This Mogwai. Don't get your little Mogwai wet, and never feed them after midnight. We don't want a Gremlins thing on our hands. I'm familiar with the term pyjack, I think. It rings a bell. Do I know what a pyjack is? Because it's the space monkeys, and aren't the pyjack, the space monkeys, the things from Knights of the Old Republic 1? And then BioWare used them as the same species for Mass Effect? Is that what happened? Because I discovered it the wrong way around. Obviously, I play Mass Effect first, and then during Knights of the Old Republic, people were like, oh, those space monkeys, they're in Mass Effect. I think so? We'll have to find out. When I go to the Nexus, I'll need to check out this pyjack. Is that going to be our pet in our quarters instead of, like, fish? We're going to feed our pyjack? Hello, Pathfinder. I'm a freelance vid maker, and I could really use your help with my latest project. It's going to be historic, I hope, just like your mission. Can we meet on the Nexus for a chat? I can explain better in person. Okay, let's acknowledge this. And then let's acknowledge that. Okay, and then we can choose to archive. Okay, pick up the pyjack from the Nexus docking bays. Monkeys in space. And then we've got a SAM router here.
Verifying my connection from Hyperion to the Tempest. The Nexus confirms we're free to depart.
Thank you, Sam. Getting familiar with our surroundings. And I'm getting stuck between furniture. Okay, this looks like a terminal for communications. It's got my fucking bed, bro. Alright, wardrobe customization. Let's have a look. Now, apparently I got a hoodie. Oh, yeah. That's the Andromeda style right there. That's an interesting hoodie style. Blasto. The Blasto athletic gear. Nice. Nothing like a Blasto tank top. That's great. That is great. I love that. Gotta wear the hoodie though. I'm sorry. Gotta do the hoodie. Let's have a look at our armor though. So default, tints, auto, and custom. So armor coloring. Ooh, I quite like that. I just like that as is, actually. I don't need to customize that further. That's nice. Gives me that N7 aesthetic that I do enjoy. Perfect. Alright. Bathroom is locked. What if I need to take a shit? Oh no, there we go. It's just opening. Take a look in the bathroom. Wait.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies? What? Plants vs. Zombies plushies. Crew info board. Anyone want to help me move a couch? Not right now, but I'll keep you on my list. Especially if you're biotic and can drop the weight. Pay you back in beer or whatever else we can find. And then comments, are you serious? I never joke about comfortable seating. Welcome to your new info board. Congratulations, Ryder, on successful installation of your info board. You ready to keep yourself and your staff informed on the latest developments? Cool. So check this board sometimes for funny crew banter, I suppose. And also Plants vs. Zombies plushies. Infirmary? Haha.
Hello, Ryder.
Hello, Lexi.
Excuse me. I need to make sure we have everyone's medical files from the Nexus.
Okay.
Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly.
It's a date. Data pad. You've got this. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell me you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway because I know it's true. You keep your rider safe, and I'll do the same with mine, Harry. Okay. No.
Hello, Ryder.
Respec station. Refund my skills. Ah, nice. I was like, what? Respec. Cool. Okay, so we can respec our skills. That's nice. Can I change my appearance? I don't like my face anymore. You got plastic surgery in the Andromeda galaxy?
Hello, Ryder.
I don't wish to be Giga Chad no more, but that's just fine. Get this Giga Chad off of my face. I don't wish to be me and my strong cheekbones. Alright, so this is where Cora's hanging out. Now, on the map... Yes, good. They are positioned on the map. That is good to know. Sam, Lexi, Vetra, Cora, and then Liam's on the other deck out there. Gil, Carlo, Suvi. Gotta get familiar with everybody. Ah, well, I'm assuming this is going to be our pilot then, Carlo. We'll have a chat with them soon.
Ryder. Finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
Ready when you are. I'm getting familiar with my brand new ship. Someone's going to be hanging out here for sure. Nice, there's our drive. Just taking my time to get to know the ship and everything so I know where we're going, you know. It's the first time for everything, and then it'll obviously get a lot faster from here. The Blastos. God damn it. Vetra.
Securing cargo and checking everything made it on board.
So there's no dialogue wheels yet with companions of chatting to them. They're just kind of hanging out at the moment, I suppose. Let's use this lift because I think I can go up here. Okay. Suvi.
We're almost out. Hello. I've just got to finish this download from the Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
Love that it plays two dialogue things at once. Their passive one and the one that I actually trigger. Okay. Gil, what are we looking at here?
Ryder.
Slip space drive, baby?
Can we talk and stuff later? I've got some last minute adjustments. Okay. Ryder, she'll be ready to go when you are.
Give me my Halo slip drive. Slip space, let's go. Okay. Oh, and this circles back around here. Alright, let's go to the bridge. Space. The final frontier.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Okay. I'll keep us out of trouble.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
Console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Nobody looks happy. Nobody looks happy. Anyone want to smile? I know it's a pretty fucking bleak scenario we find ourselves in, but like, let's positive attitude, space exploration. Let's find these paths. Crossing galaxies was big too.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Booyah! Why can't I say booyah? Come on. Let's mosey! Keep dreaming of a home. I don't know. keep dreaming of a home.
We were all expecting a golden world. Now there's just a long road ahead. But hold on to that dream. It might see us through.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Alright. Solarian pilot, hell yeah. So we got 2 aliens so far. We got Carlo the pilot and Vetra the Turian. Good stuff.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Cool.
2 Eos then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
So this is the Helios cluster of the Andromeda galaxy. One small part. So go to Eos in the Pythaeus system. Pfeiffer, Pythaeus, Ericsson. Ooh, okay. Let's have a look in here. Where's my ship? I can't. Am I supposed to be seeing my ship right now? Or are we just zooming? I was like, the camera was moving and I'm like, I can't see my ship
This
anywhere.
is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Wow. Look at that over
Anomaly
there.
on sensors.
Black hole. Check that shit out. Ah, we can scan. Okay, so this is how the scanner works in this game.
Probes launched.
Yes!
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Cool. Okay. This takes a little bit of time to load that one. Asteroid discovered. Oh, yeah, kind of hurt my eyes for a second. I'm like, so much on my screen at once. Asteroid, aluminum deposit. The unusual mineral composition of this asteroid suggests it may have origins outside the Pfeiffer system and became caught in the sun's gravity. Okay. Cool. You can rotate it. So we've got some aluminium. And then we leave. Get me out of here. Alright, nice. Alright, so if the scanner comes up with an arrow, that's when we can use it. Let's have a look at the black hole. Oh man, okay, so it's gonna do this every time. It's kind of... okay. I see what they're going for. You just have to do this like slow travel with the with the ship every time, instead of the camera just panning to it immediately. Check it out. Alright boys, let's just end the game right now. Just drive right into it. You want to actually go to an unknown destination? Drop us right in that black hole. Even at a distance, this black hole presents a risk to onboard ship systems. The accretion disk around it is composed of the remains of at least one solar system destroyed by the black hole's formation and gravitational pull. Head right in, let's go. I can't rotate the black hole, or like rotate around it. Only the asteroid we can do. Kind of wish it didn't do like a ship animation every time that we went to go to a new spot, because it just it adds up, I guess, because it. Oh, I can skip it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I just saw the button that says skip. Don't mind me. I'll shut up now. So we can scan planets, but if it doesn't have an arrow, I don't know if there's any point. I don't think there is, so you can just go to planets and check out some information. So Korvath's thin atmosphere. Limit exploration to twilight hours only. It's cool that you can just like orbit them. Alright, H480. Let me just skip this travel immediately. You have to wait for it to pop up. I wonder if anything's worth checking out. No. H480. So it gets my progression percentage up. It makes me wonder if we'll come here later anyway to explore. The planet is highly toxic to most known life forms. Helium-rich atmosphere appears to host enormous colonies of fungal spores. So you activate the scanner, which gives you the description of the planet, at least. H479. So we've just got a bunch of numbered planets at the moment. Ones that don't actually have names yet. Extreme radioactivity and high-velocity winds make it a poor candidate for mining. And what's our final planet in the system? All the way at the end here. H461. All these planets look the same. They're all just that like kind of interesting blue. Bluish. Very, very light, pale blue. Okay. Pfeiffer cluster. Right next door to a black hole. I feel bad for when that gets absorbed and sucked into it. Let's head back to the Nexus area real quick, because we're also going to want to check out what's in our starting system. It seems that you can't skip this. You're going to have to do the travel.
Ah, familiar territory.
Gotta do the time.
It's been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
Time for me to do the job, I suppose.
Anomaly on sensors.
What's this over here? Oh, that's where the anomaly is. I'm like, what's that over there?
Probes launched.
ESO. Give me some ESO, baby. Cool. Okay, so ESO exists like this in Andromeda. Nice. Here's the Nexus. Citadel Part 2. Oh, nice, and it has the quests on the side, which is cool. You can level up your Nexus with the points too. Gotcha. I'll do those quests soon. Phase in.
Anomaly detected.
Ah, okay, there you go. So we'll know when to activate the scanner properly for an anomaly. It will pop up with an arrow. Good to know. There it is. Oh, it's right next to it. Wait. Deploy probe.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Active volcano. It's recently erupted. Okay, I've leveled up. And got some skill points. Okay. Cool. That's cool that you can research your research certain things that are taking place on the planet. That's nice. H599.
I'm picking up something.
Oh, cool. Bunch of anomalies in this system then.
Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Ooh, hello. Check this bad boy out. Got some items and stuff? Okay. Aquarian nav processor was part of that. Interesting. Ship indent Nexus 4623. Ship name Carriated. Crew complement 5. Reported missing. Presumed lost. So this isn't an alien wreckage that we're not familiar with. It's from the Nexus. It's one of ours. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to be a different alien species that we hadn't discovered yet. But that's fine. It can be one of ours. We've tried and failed to explore before, but not me. I'm the one that will discover this place. We're going to chart the entire Andromeda galaxy. Right. Final planet of this one. It's better to get it out of the way right at the beginning. Oh my god, it's Andromeda Jupiter. It's literally just another Jupiter. Cool. Jupiter with rings. Alright. Next, let's check out the Erickson system. Alright, so the Erickson place is where Habitat 7 is, which is where we arrived, because it's got the doom cloud. The doom cloud of energy. Starship wreckage. Let's have a look.
Shuttle spotted. Drifting. It sustained catastrophic electrical damage.
Oh, nice. That is a familiar design.
Research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
The Eudoxus. It's like Exodus. Just call it the Exodus, man. Why is it called the Eudoxus? I don't know how to say that. They were killed instantly, and it's unsalvageable due to radiation. Look at that. 50 remnant research data. Okay. So we found the missing science vessel. Habitat 7. Let's take a look.
Anomaly detected.
Nice. Okay. Glad that we can come and revisit to check this place out.
Deploying.
Another wreckage?
Satellite detected.
Oh. Standard monitoring satellite. So it was deployed accidentally from the Hyperion during its collision. Oh, okay. Inactive but salvageable. Milky Way research data. Okay. Gets smacked, accidentally launches a satellite into orbit. Vinland. Vinland.
Anomaly detected.
And I like that you can pretty much see the anomalies as well. We've got a crater. We've got a crater. Got some XP from checking out that crater. Thank you. Alright. Hello land. Hello land.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Give me that aluminium. Alright, sweet. Markland. It's named after Mark. I'm gonna name this planet Markland. And everyone on this planet now be named Mark. How was it named Markland? Come on, someone point. Why can't I get what this was named after? So silly. Okay. Nice. Alright, so we've explored the available systems to us at the moment. Let's check out the Pytheas system so we can head to Eos. Actually, let's go back to Nexus real quick. Because I'm gonna go get that monkey. And then I'll inform the scientist about the vessel. The sooner we get this monkey, the better. We need a Pyjack, and then we'll go to Eos. Nice. Alright, so we can return to the Tempest from here, docking bay.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Just a minute?
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
You're passionate about this.
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
The truth might scare people.
Maybe a crisis is the time for hope, rather than hard truths.
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, who does that truly serve? The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
As long as that doesn't end up being a situation where we end up punching a reporter in the face. Won't you piss off Tan?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Yeah, alright. I'll give it a look-see.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
For pioneers, they are, though.
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This was more fun than I expected.
Okay.
You were great. I'll get to work editing.
On hold. There's not much to edit, but go ahead. Oh, cool.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
Okay, hang on. Oh, not on the map, though. Okay, so our team can be found in the Nexus, but they're not marked on the map. You gotta find them. I don't even think you can talk to them. They're just chilling. Yep, I can't talk to Vetra. Okay. Well, we can get some silly little dialogue from them if we find them around. Alright, where's my pie jack? Where's my pie jack?
Got this, got that. Still missing those.
Here we are. One young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Alright, I guess I'll find out. Visit the Pyjack on the Tempest. Alright, there you go. General Merchant. I don't have all of the money in the world yet, so I'll probably just leave that be.
Nice to see you again.
I've never seen you before in my life. Okay. That's Pyjack obtained. What else can I do here while I'm here? Find a way to remove Sam's memory box. Finding arcs. Assignments. Monkeys in space. We're going to investigate murder on EOS. Okay. And that's completed stuff. So, use your scanner on uncharted worlds, and it says to scan minerals, but it says 0 out of 16. Okay, so we haven't done that yet, even though we've been scanning new worlds. That's alright. Alright, well, we've done that interview. We've got the Pyjack. There's Avena. Cool. Oh, wow. Dude, isn't it crazy how fucking different this area is? I was looking at where Avena was, and I was like, wait, is this where we first this is where we first checked out. And it makes sense that obviously these windows, there was no power, so all these windows were shut. But this is where we first walked in when it was all fucking dark and gloomy, and there's our Avina just chilling there in the darkness. That's wild. It's funny how what like a little bit of light can do. Just totally transformed this area into like something beautiful. That's funny. Alright, well, we've done that. I've got my monkey. Let's return to the Tempest. Let's have a look at this Pyjack and see if my memory serves. We'll go back into space. And then we start here.
Ryder, could we chat?
Yes.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You said you designed it?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I've done the same.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Any word on the Solarian arc?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
We'll find them.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Okay. We got a bunch in the codex as well now. Because we've added Callow Jath. You and Callow sometimes chat in your free time. Callow will take any excuse to talk about the Tempest. Gil Brody. You've left Gil to his job of taking care of the Tempest systems, which seems to keep him busy. And Suvi is the Tempest resident science officer. She works closely with the research team on the Nexus. Ongoing psychological profile of Pathfinder Ryder. Okay. From the files of Tempest physician and psychologist Dr. Lexi Tapero, Ryder, as part of my assignment on the Tempest, I'm required to send a psychological assessment to Pathfinder HQ. I'm sending you my notes. After all, you should know what I'm telling them. I've only known you a short time, so this is just my initial take. Enjoy. High levels of empathy and expresses passionate opinions, maintains poise and discipline even under intense pressure. Impulsive actions often speak louder than words. I'll be required to update them and send a more in-depth report later. Okay. Callow Jath was born on Sokesh and, quoting directly, into a life so boring even you couldn't calculate it. Pushed towards a lucrative but dull bureaucratic career with Parahay Aerospace, Callow became more interested in flying the starships he was meant to be cataloguing. He eventually left Sokesh for a formal pilot training and joined Peroi's competitor as a test pilot. Internal emails show that when the Andromeda Initiative was building teams to develop their survey vessels, Peroi Airspace warned against recruiting Carlo so fervently that GN Garson's interest was piqued. Carlo claims that the prospect of the initiative was intriguing enough to make him join the Tempest design team, test flying her early prototypes, running stress tests in regions like the Nemean Abyss, and rumor has it, helping to acquire advanced technology. Carlo has an acute photographic memory, even by Solarian standards. This may be linked to his unusual motor responses, though he discourages my speculation. Okay. An update to the humans. This was the early spaceflight lore. Wow, guys. real-life human space lore in there as well. Tempest technology. And Tempest stealth system. Systems Alliance and the Turian doing stealth drives. Cool. Oh, hang on. Something else that I missed. Laboratories. Okay, nice. The lesser important codex entries. Suvi.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus science team.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
60 pages? How's that useful?
Will this be useful to my mission?
It's extraordinary what we can learn from Dirt's profile, what lived and died here, how our own plants might fare. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
I guarded a mass relay for some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
So I think is the love heart our flirt option? Because when we did it with the reporter, it was an interesting response. And we're like, I could show you. Are we already flirting with all of our crewmates? It seems like an optional one because you can choose it and then you can still choose the rest. I'm curious. I could show you the stars.
I'm good with guns and danger. I could teach you. And make sure you're okay out there.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm happy where I am. Tinkering in labs. And, in case you offered hoping to get to know me better, that's not gonna work. I mean, I prefer to keep things professional.
I understand completely.
Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team.
Shut down, Ryder.
Maybe we can go over them. Later, then.
Oh, that's great. You got shut down, bud. And then we get some stuff with Suvi. Wonderful. We've got an email terminal here as well. Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Hang on a second. Facial reconstruction to Ryder from Lexi. Ryder, I've completed my analysis for the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall. Well, both falls, including the facial damage incurred when your helmet shattered. Those hairline subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there's a facial reconstruction suite installed in the Tempest medbay. This suite can make any desired adjustments to your appearance quickly and safely. I can change my appearance. I can actually change my face. It was a joke. I didn't want to be Giga Chat anymore. I can move on. I don't have to be Giga Chat anymore. Dear Ryder, I've attached my paper on Helios soil in case you are looking for some light bedtime reading. Once again, I'm so honored to be here. Server message, the attachment has been categorized as spam and is now quarantined. The families of my lost expedition asked me to convey their appreciation to you for finding their loved ones. So it's difficult when we lose people, but knowing what happened will help them begin the mourning process. I hope your next excursion has a happier ending. Okay, so that was about that ship. Great. Alright, shall we go see this Pyjack? Wherever it is. Got our loadout station. Nice. Does this mean I can put some mods on my stuff? Yes. Okay, so we have nice. Alright, I can actually compare my gear in here. Well, there's no difference between the crafted one and the rare one, except I made this myself. So I'm going to put it on. Alright, let's do some mods. So, stability. And, stability. Only one mod of a given type may be equipped. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let's have a look at our shotguns. Yeah. More accurate. A little bit less damage, though. Keep that katana on. With some extra damage. Cool. Okay. Alright, we can also do our armor. So, Deep Space Explorer helmet and a Scavenger helmet. So, standard issue, 10 plus encounter XP, 10 plus max ammo, minus 10 weapon weight. That's pretty cool. Is this all XP? XP, weapon damage, max ammo, sell prices is better. So, equip this before selling your gear, I guess. And better weapon weight. Oh, so the armor is all together. Okay. So it's this is a full body suit. Okay. Let's go for a mixture of weapon weight and XP. Alright, now we can change our consumables. So, shield, incendiary ammo. This makes sense now. So, immediately reloads all weapons, all powers, and boosts accuracy. I'll keep those for now. Change our squad. Oh, here we go. We can see the unknowns. So, 6 squad mates, like Mass Effect 1. Okay. Krogan's squad mate? Because that's a big silhouette. The other 2? No idea. That looks like it could be a Drell. But I doubt it. So Lexi is not a squad mate. Maybe? That could be an Asari head? I don't know. Could end up being Lexi, but I think Lexi's just going to end up being our doctor. These are going to be my 2 squad mates. These will be my 2 squad mates for now. Cool. Alright, so loadout's done. At the very least, we'll be very familiar with our Tempest and exploring the galaxy this episode, so it's just been a lot of getting to know the place.
When you've got a minute, stop by the med bay.
Oh, there's a buy-sell kiosk here. I can buy shit here and sell salvage. Okay. Interesting. Ket alloy. Interesting. Can I buy metagel? I'll have to make sure I'm wearing the right armor if I want to be selling some shit. Nice, and now we're out in space. No calls yet. There it is. Yeah. Oh no, hang on. It's kind of different. Pyjack's kind of different. Is it? It's got like a kind of a different face.
Oops.
I got a
Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine, won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
I have a Pyjack.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Okay. Well?
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
I've already read your file. I know who you are. You're an Asari commando?
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Did you know Dad well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I'm still here. We can talk.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
I knew it was going to come up as a problem. And the stupid thing about that is like, why are you... I did all this work and he just gives it to you? It's like, he had to because... it's like, he's like, well, I have to save my son's life. And that means sacrificing my own life, which means I have to get rid of the Pathfinder thing and pass it on to you in the moment, you know. Or he could just go, nah, fuck, I'm going to let my son die so Cora can be the Pathfinder, you know. Fucking hell, man. Why is my character just willing and ready to just flirt with every female on the team so far? She's like, the best I could be is your second. She's carrying resentment for the fact that we are the Pathfinder right now, and he's just like, you know what, baby, we'll be good together. At the moment, I'm just throwing it out there to see who rejects me, because I'm just putting feelers out there. Who can I romance in this game? I'm not even interested in anyone yet. I need to get a full scope of my companions before I choose. We'll be good together, Cora. And then in brackets, lie.
You, me, side by side? I like the sound of that.
Don't be charming when I'm mad at you.
Are you? You're not glowing. Blushing, maybe.
Look, there's still the mission. A lot of dreams to fulfill.
All right, it's on the table. That's all we needed to know. What did you come for?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay. So this is where Cora is going to be chilling.
Back again?
Okay. And this is where we can actually have dialogue and have a chat to her. Anyone special?
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
And then, second flirt option. What about now?
You're not technically military anymore.
Can't get anything past you, can I?
Interesting. Alright, Asari Commandos.
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. You probably had a more exciting time defending that Arcturus relay. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
Tell me about your unit.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper.
Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Soldiers are always needed.
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization, like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
Military career.
You were in the Alliance before you became a huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents, but we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
I spent years watching pioneers go through the Arcturus mass relays. Off to glory, while I stayed behind. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
I wanted adventure.
It was time to forge my story and my horizons, and to give Sarah a shot at making the discovery of a lifetime. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
Meanwhile, Sarah's just currently snoozing. Still? War stories.
After 4 years with Asari Commandos, you must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow.
It's still highlighted.
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
Damn, that's another thing I just didn't even think of until now. That's another perspective. A lot of things, you just keep getting like perspective on the fact that it's been 600 years. Every single human that you ever knew is dead 6 times over back home in the Milky Way. But the Asari, those Asari that you knew and that you saw around the time of the original trilogy are more than likely still around. Liara is still around somewhere, you know, like that kind of stuff. Samara's still around somewhere, you know, which is insane to think about. That is insane to think about. That there are still just Asari just walking around being like, yep, I remember those days like it was yesterday, because time is so different for an Asari.
Any more Commando war stories?
Not just now. I'll try to remember a good one.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Cool. Alright, this is always like the good stuff that I really do enjoy about Mass Effect, is the lovely parts of actually getting to know our whole crew and everything. And I'm glad that the map is very easy to deal with, so we can have a chat with everyone when we need to. Let's have a chat with Gil. Wait for those doors to open. So Gil's in here.
Pathfinder rider to engineering. Repeat, rider to engineer.
Oh, okay.
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Someone has to.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, things might start falling off the Tempest at the most inopportune times.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked and idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
It must have been hard.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Oh, we can have same-sex flirting. Interesting. We just flirt with everyone so far. Just flirt with every single character so far. We're just gonna confuse everyone on our team by being overly flirtatious while I'm figuring myself out. I'm not looking for anything right now, everyone. I'm just gonna flirt with everybody and see what happens.
Happy to be of service. I think you'll see that showing up is only one of my many talents.
Is that right? Well, I'll be sure not to blink. I want to see them all.
Bruh.
Let me know if I go too fast for you.
There's no such thing. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Gil Brody. Alright. We got a Gil Brody in here. Okay, so this is cool. So the crew like no other part updates slightly. So it says you socialized a little with Cora, learning more about her background as a biotic and Asari commando. So it gives you like, kind of like some updates. Gil Brody gives us a full thing. No records of his early life, but he was a street kid. So Vetra is the one that persuaded him to join the initiative. Okay. Good to know. Okay, that's Gil Brody. Now, who's down here? Let's take a look. It's probably a good choice for us to decide to go back to the Nexus and now back here again, because then we get to actually talk to our crew before we land planetside.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
So this is where Liam's going to chill. I was like, someone's going to chill in this spot with the couch and shit. Liam makes sense. Where'd you find a couch?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What was Hustle?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I was fiercely bearded, but then the Andromeda character creator doesn't allow us to have beards that are big on the face. Only variations of stubble, so I had to shave it off before this game started. I do miss all that.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Man, I'm still trying to determine where my character's voice is from, where I've heard it before. I've heard this voice before, and I just don't know where. I could flirt with Liam as well. Fuck it. We're just doing the rounds at the moment. We're doing the flirtatious rounds. Company like this, Liam. You, me, a beer, and cocks in each other's hands, respecting each other's cocks.
I'm looking for moments like this with people like you.
Sorry, guys aren't my thing. But good to know I'm universal. Still an answer, though. Something far from home. I get it.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
We're in it. We love a respectful decline from Liam. That's great. It puts pressure on all of us.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Well said, bro. This is my favorite channel on Mass Effect TV. He just chilling. Okay. Alright. Catch up for a beer. Shooting the shit. I love it. Just a bro who's not into other bros, you know. I can respect that, dude. Alright. Apparently I can change my face. Are there more crew infos here? Dinner tonight. Null entry. Sorry everyone, I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Got you covered, Carlo. There's soup in the galley and fruit cocktail. And to think we might have left port without you. Love a bit of fucking banter. Alright, where's my facial reconstruction?
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Okay, smart move.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble. Hold still.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
No flirt option! No flirt option! That's a perfect line for me to clap back with a flirt. I can't flirt with Natalie Dormer. I'm getting a refund on this game. You'll be great, though.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
Yeah, I know.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Okay, so the flirt option is to say you're full of surprises. Which is, okay. I mean, that's a response. But if she's going to say that she's an expert on alien anatomy, we are an alien to her. Our perfect response should be, are you familiar with human anatomy? I could show you sometime. Perfect. Very heavy-handed, though. Probably a bit too heavy-handed. So we'll just go with you're full of surprises.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh.
No!
Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Alright, guys. The playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda is coming to an end. We cannot establish a relationship with Lexi. So 3 episodes, probably one of my shortest playthroughs yet of an RPG game. Alright, let's persevere. Let's push through. Let's push through. God
Need
damn it.
something?
Friendship with Harry, let's learn about it.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel.
He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, time to go and facially reconstruct myself so then Lexi won't recognize me and then we can go and have that dinner. Shit. No romance with the doctor? I'm out of here. Alright. Dude, nice. Okay, so you can customize your twin again as well. You can facially reconstruct your cryo-sleeping twin. Oh, I can go back to the default appearance too if I want. God, it's so weird to look at that being the default appearance. Something that I actually think is really quite cool and clever about you changing your appearance is how it does actually affect your father. I'm actually quite curious to see what the default Alec Ryder looks like. I'm gonna do that actually. While we're here, while we're looking at faces, I'm just gonna quickly say default Alec Ryder. I want to look at his face. Because I actually quite liked the look of mine. He looks alright. He looks pretty cool. Default Alex Ryder looks alright. I mean, makes sense. It looks like a kind of an older version. Yeah, he's alright. I actually quite like how my Alec Ryder looked. I really quite liked how my Alec Ryder turned out. To the point where I preferred the appearance of Alec Ryder as my character if I could do that. Like, he looked really good, and my character looks like a weirder version of him. It's kind of funny. So it's like a little bit of a laugh. Is when I saw Alec Ryder's face, I was like, wow, just looks like a better, more handsome me. Just doing a better job than what I've done. I'm going to change my character's face a little bit. Not too drastically, but I'm going to change it a little bit. There's just, every time I look at it, just a part of me is not too happy with it. I can't believe that you can actually facially reconstruct your character. That makes me quite happy. So let's change our character, but not too drastically. But this is the future, when we can fully change our appearance, and I'm here for it. All right, so we've done a slight adjustment, and you know what? Something that I realized going through this is the default appearance, right? The default appearance has a facial hair option that you cannot have. It's basically got like a really just light stubble on the face there. You know, it's not clean shaven, but there's a little bit on the face there on the sides, and it's faint, and it doesn't look too bad because it looks kind of natural. That's kind of a nice thing, is the facial hair there, while it is not exactly a beard at all, it's light facial hair and it looks realistic. In the custom appearance, when you want to do facial hair, all of it is just like that variation of just weird stubble shading. Even like changing colors and stuff doesn't improve it. It's crazy that this is like what we have. Our clean shaven option is like proper clean shaven, but you can't even have the default facial hair, unfortunately. But yeah, I've cleaned it up a little bit. I fixed the eyes. I think I was having a problem with the eyes and cheekbones because I went for that, fucking Giga Chad. Chad Ryder still exists in our hearts, but I've fixed him up a little bit more, I think, and I kind of like that. And I've gotten rid of the tattoo on the forehead as well. I've kept the same hairstyle, so he looks like mostly the same. Looks mostly the same as he was, but I've just cleaned him up a little bit. So a realistic amount of space facial surgery. A realistic amount of space facial surgery instead of a drastic change, but it was very interesting to see. I contemplated giving myself grey hair and just trying to make my character look much more like my father, But I just went to, mostly retain what
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
what I had before.
It's so hectic, but I'm sure things
And
will
apparently
calm
it just
down
takes
soon.
us to the bridge
Can't be worse than the
afterwards.
Nexus.
Now these guys still talk, which is cool. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling good about that. I like the redone face. The redone face is good. I need to have a chat to one more of our lovely friends and companions on this ship. Where is... Alright, Vetra is at the back in the other room next to Liam. Alright, that makes sense. I'm going to take a brief break because it's just been a lot of learning and reading and getting to know people. It's just a slower paced introductory episode. I'm going to take a brief break and then we'll return. We'll talk to Vetra. We'll see what else we can wrap up, and then we'll continue to explore the galaxy so we can settle in on Eos. We'll check that part of the galaxy out. All right, let's go talk to Vetra.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Am I interrupting?
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I guess it beats the Nexus.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
And flirt. You're intense. I like it, baby.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Alright. Enjoy your Blasto cereal. We'll hang out later. Let's have a look at the Codex because we've got more. Despite her years of experience, Lexi feels a little daunted by working in the field, but excited about the prospect of researching the Ket. Vetra likes to describe herself as someone who gets things done. She seems very committed to your mission and the Pathfinder team's success. The fact that she brought her sister Sid with her to Andromeda might have something to do with her dedication. Alright. The Andromeda Initiative's records on Vetra Nix are sparse. She states that she is from Palaven, but has also disclosed that she is not recognized as a formal citizen of Turian society, never having entered boot camp. It appears she left Palaven at an early age and spent most of her life in the outer reaches of council space, never settling down in one place. Vetra was recruited into the initiative by Nakmor Kesh, who lists her as a business associate and recommended her on the basis of her street smarts, adaptability, and familiarity with most weapons. Vetra's only other recorded family is her sister, Zadara Nix, who accompanied Vetra on the journey to Andromeda on board the Nexus. A footnote in Vetra's file indicates that she may have been part of an unnamed mercenary band that was hired to steal sensitive military secrets from a base on Manai. The culprits were never caught. Okay. And now we got some updates to Lexi as well from our chat earlier. Although young by Asari standards, Lexi Tapero is regarded as one of the most skilled doctors in the Andromeda Initiative. Born on the crime-ridden space station Omega, that never really leaves you, does it? Fucking hell. Every time I read Omega in my brain, I read it correctly, and every time I go to say it, Bad Batch has ruined me. Star Wars Bad Batch, for those who don't know, has a character called Omega, and has a New Zealand style accent because they're in the form of the clone's accent. So she says Omega, and I every time I go to say it out loud, I'm like Omega, and I'm like, stop. It's not how I say it. So the space station Omega Lexi began her medical career by stitching up her father, a Turian bouncer at the Afterlife nightclub, where her mother was also employed as a dancer. Interesting. In her screening interviews, Lexi states her parents' dream was for her to get off this rock and live a life worth talking about. Following her parents' wishes, Lexi left Omega to Omega to continue studying medicine as well as psychology on the Citadel, where she eventually met Harry Carlyle. Carlyle convinced her to join the initiative as the Hyperion's physician, although there was some confusion around assigning an Asari to the human arc. Lexi's credentials and expertise in alien anatomy quickly silenced any concerns. By her own admission, Lexi is a workaholic. On or off the table, I have a hard time not dissecting people. Figuratively, of course. One of her many goals in Helios is to improve her bedside manner and learn to appreciate the moment. Cool. So if we go... no, actually, probably not. That probably wouldn't happen. I was like, let's boot up Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect 2 and go to Omega. And then we're like... Lexi's parents around here somewhere, but I forget how old Asari can be, so that was probably a long time ago. So I think that's everyone that we've spoken to out of our crew now. And interestingly enough, when you still journey into different sections of the ship, they move and they communicate with you on comms. Like Liam goes, I'll be in storage if you need me. And then I was walking through to head to Vetra, and Cora was asking us to come to the biolab. So I don't know if there's updated dialogue when we run around the ship when they tell us this, or whether they're just giving us information of where they are without us having to check the map.
Pathfinder.
Okay. It goes into, like, about you, I guess.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Okay.
Tell me about your family.
I missed the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Who defines traditional?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mum and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
Sounds satisfying.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I know it, bruv. Alright, we'll talk later. So there is a little bit of dialogue. Oh, my Pyjack moves.
He must like it in here.
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Cora? Cora's the ghost in the walls. Where are you? Okay. So the Pyjack, that's great. You just like run into the Pyjack around the whole place. That's awesome. I love that. You'll find him where you least expect it. I wonder if I've got any more emails since running around here. I do have emails running around here. So, from Lexi, attachment, Krogan Vertility and Aggression. Writer, attached is my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know, only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissertation for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1,400 pages, that's much more insightful and includes mating diagrams. Lexi. Is she flirting with me? You're the boss from Vetra. Pathfinder. I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels doing what I have to do. Being on the Nexus during the bad times, a lot of us got used to a lot of the ugly things, because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you, so if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. From Liam. Proud to be here. Hey Pathfinder, just hitting this point again. Our team, no place I'd rather be. Here, where we get to fix things. As soon as we have people on the ground, I'll have eyes on how to get them what they need. This sort of just make it happen is why I joined Hustle, and exactly why I came here. We'll do it. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to frontiers. Genres include westerns, space opera, and oddly, Turian historical dramas. And from Cora, thanks for talking. Things feel better, though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like a fuel serves fire. Asteris, 12 Leaves, verse 132. Cora. P.S. Plants coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. So this is pretty cool. Having chats with your teammates around the place, and they will also send you follow-up communications about what's going on, which is actually pretty sweet. That's actually like very realistic. I'm usually the type to, if you have a physical conversation and sometimes something lingers on your mind after, you're like, oh, just send them like a text about some other stuff. So that's actually pretty neat to have that together. Let's see if I can find Cora, because Cora was like, have a chat with me in Biolab real quick. So I'll find her. I think she's over here still. Yes. See if she's got anything more for me.
Ryder?
Oh, unless it's another war story.
See you later, Cora.
But I think we can go through those later.
I'll be here.
Okay. That's fine. It's just interesting when she has like a line of dialogue that's like, come see me, but there isn't necessarily anything new. Okay, with that one in mind, we should open up the galaxy map, and I think we should enter this new system. So, we've gotten to know the people on our ship, the Tempest, which is really cool. I like the ship. It feels good to navigate. The crew feels nice. It's you got to get used to a new team in a new galaxy, and it's all a lot to take in. But it, letting us take it in, Do I miss my Milky Way friends? Yes, I do. But this new journey is exciting, and
System Pythias.
I'm pretty keen
Andromeda Initiative
to get to know these new characters and to see who else is going to join our
It was
team.
supposed to be an easy first step, until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Immediate? That means I'm going to waste my time checking out the rest of the system first.
Probes launched.
Bam! What's this?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
That's what I like to hear, love. Give me that aluminum. What is it? It's an iron deposit. Not bad. Here's the thing that interests me about, because I guess what's interesting about the writers for Andromeda is they have the responsibility of crafting what is going to be in a new galaxy and an uncharted part of space. And it's very interesting because I'm sure that they would have to go through the thing of, is it a whole new galaxy with completely different materials? Is there nothing the same, nothing similar? It's like there's no iron or aluminium or any similar substances. It's, we'll make up our own names that are just like of similar types. It's a really interesting thing to, I guess, think about and determine, to be like, there's new elements clearly, because obviously when we bioscan the ket, it comes up with a bunch of question marks. But then it's interesting that they'll be like, yeah, there's also iron here, and this like same similar types of metals. It just makes my brain tick of like wondering what materials and what actually could be found in a different galaxy, a different part of space, whether all of the universe have those similar molecules and chemicals and materials and minerals in space, or whether there's different things contained to each galaxy, to each section of space. I mean, even within our own galaxy, are we going to find similar properties that we have in our own solar system or on Earth elsewhere is always another question as well. Space is just an endless, forever list of questions, Nanak, basically another Jupiter, but with Saturn's rings. HO60. I'm not sure how some planets have got names so far, and others are just catalog numbers, but I guess some people have decided to name the planets already. I'm just curious as to, because we haven't had. It's been 14 months. Khonshu, nice. It's been 14 months, but like, who's naming these planets? You know, is Sam naming these planets? Are they being discovered by other people in shuttles that are just barely making it back to the Nexus? I don't know. And again, stuff like this, where it's like, you know, there's methane in the upper atmosphere and stuff like that. Is that I guess that's a common thing. Everyone's got those fart planets in the atmosphere. Any anomalies today? Yes, thank you. Oddly mild climate. And give me a deposit. Let's go.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Beryllium. Now, I actually don't know if this is a real thing. There you go. So this is a question. So I'm actually going to check, because then I don't know if this is actually a new material or not. Beryllium does come up when I search it. It's a real thing. Alright, it's a chemical element. It is a steel, grey, strong, lightweight, and brittle alkaline earth metal. So, there you go. Beryllium. It's a real thing. Good to know. So I'm just wondering if we're going to find any unique, brand new materials to this game, and I guess to Andromeda itself.
I'm picking up something.
Yeah, you are. Alright, let's have a look.
Deploying probe.
Thick chlorine atmosphere.
Detected.
Oh, okay. Nexus satellite. Scientific monitoring satellite launched by early explorers to EOS. Its mission was abandoned when the original settlement of EOS failed, but has gathered valuable data from H276. So I guess this is kind of the records of, like, some satellites would get sent out, some ships would get sent out, and then people would decide to catalog planets. You know, Helios 276, Helios 280, whatever, and then some planets get named. Got some Milky Way research data, though. Alright, I think that's the system, and then it's EOS, a better beginning. So the settlement of EOS initially failed. So, let's try again, shall we? Let's see what we're met with. EOS is a nice name for a planet. It's got a moon. I mean, it doesn't look very nice, but that's fine.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ket.
Okay. I wonder if there's going to be more than the Ket in this game in terms of alien species. There's got to be. It's not just a Ket galaxy, but I'll be curious to see what else pops up. A desert world with significant resources, EOS is often racked by deadly radiation-contaminated storms, catalogued as non-viable after numerous attempts to settle. Signal detected similar to the devices on Habitat 7. So we're mostly just here to check out, I guess, the similar technology for some potential answers. So let's go find the body, because we've got the first murderer mission here, as well as a better beginning. So let's disembark the Tempest. Okay, so we get our opportunity to do our loadout when we land. We've already gone through our thing. So we're rocking the scavenger helmet and the Deep Space Explorer armor. Our squad is going to be Vetra and Cora, because we've got 3 unknowns. I quite like that they're going for the 6 squad mates, similar to Mass Effect 1. It's just so much easier to manage, I think. Instead of, like, Mass Effect 2 was just like, holy crap, there's so many people and I don't know who to take and I like everybody, you know? So 6 is good. We're going to go with Vetra and Cora. Alright, let's confirm that loadout. In we go.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
Ooh. Alright. You ever heard of sunglasses?
Said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
I'm up for the adventure, Liam. Let's go, bruv.
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Let's go planet side, innit? Oh, what's going on with my
Take us
guy?
down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Do we have a planetary exploration vehicle with wheels?
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
Do we have
We got this.
a Mako V2?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
Okay. Cool. Brand new
What
planet.
are we even supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If Eos is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on.
I have a different dodge
Must have
now.
known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
How would they know? They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos home.
Is this because I chose... Oh, this is cool. So is this because I chose the... So Vanguard gets a more of like a biotic dodge sort of routine? That's kind of cool. I should probably level up, considering there is no reason not to get stronger. So let's have a look at what I can do. This is like fucking... I like that there's a different type of dodge. That's awesome. I've got my helmet on because you know, I want to have those benefits. Obviously it comes off when we're in dialogue, but Cora and Vetra don't have helmets apparently. Let's level up. So in terms of biotics, I think I'd like to got that 2% accretion. Lance devastates a small area with a swiftly thrown shaft of energy, inflicts bonus damage against weak enemy points. Okay, a lance. Backlash, a frontal biotic Aegis barrier that reflects most projectiles and reduces the damage of other enemy attacks. Okay. I'm going to upgrade pull. So we get some more recharge speed. Charge is going to give me a recharge speed. I'm shying away from charge on this difficulty at the moment because it's just something that's kind of going to end up getting me killed for now. This has gone up to 3% instead of 2% for some reason. But let's do that. 3% power damage, 3%. The 3% kind of is not much. You really get your bonuses once you get this far in. You start to see some actual improvements there. I might not do that for offensive biotics. I'm going to upgrade pull. And then, in terms of combat, I'm going to give myself some more health. Oh, that's more shields. Weapon weight capacity and loadout size. Okay. Regeneration. Yeah, this stuff is going to probably be better for me. This gives me more capacity. I'm going to give myself another grenade, because the grenade is super useful. And then maybe... Oh, soldier unlocked. Soldier profile is now at rank 1. Okay, so leveling up certain things, I guess, in the combat biotics and tech trees, then open up different profiles, which is pretty neat. I'm going to do... I'm just going to do that as well. Let's do the offensive biotics. So that's me leveled up. Cora, much easier to level up. There's nowhere near as many things to level up, so I'm just going to do that. Vetra is more of a tech. So we've got, let's give you some more health for sure. And weapon damage, easy peasy. Let's get that happening. Good. Alright. So we'll see how good these new weapons are that we've equipped as well.
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Ah. Also, I am playing Andromeda on an Xbox Series X, but it has been pointed out that I think the game runs at 30. I don't think Andromeda has a 60 FPS performance increase or a patch for the Series X, unfortunately. It probably runs at 60 on PC, but I already had it on
us with important research data
console, so...
If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Cool.
No way this has been here long.
Going by call sign records, that shuttle is currently parked in the Nexus. Someone's been naughty.
Ooh. Okay, cool. Someone is was not supposed to be here. But I think this is the body too. It's just fucking chilling face down in the dirt, bro. Okay. But yeah, the game, we're getting a 1080-30, I believe, in terms of the game. It doesn't bother me too much. But I think that's how it is on Xbox, so we're just gonna roll with that.
Site 1 main building door code is acquired, Pathfinder.
Not the important part, Sam.
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Oh, okay. This
Too
isn't...
many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Harwell Theo J. And get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If he's got family, they deserve closure.
We'll give them more than closure. We'll finish what he started.
Okay. Oh, find and scan colonist bodies. Alright, so there's a bunch of them. Oh, I thought that was the guy that got murdered.
I think this is for purifying water.
It's huge and crooked. The storms did that?
That is another Halo. Let's take a look. I cannot take a look. Never mind. It's just busted. So restore power, clear atmospheric radiation. I think it's pretty clear to say that I think that Andromeda has the best movement. This is such a good addition to to the game's traversal. I'm so happy with it. Like, makes me retroactively want to be able to do that in the OG Mass Effect trilogy. Just want to jump around.
Another code, like we already found.
Okay. Play audio log.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Okay. Botany analysis. Alison May. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind, definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted. Okay. Seeing how many of these are open.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
Infusion station.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Alright, mate. I'ma just scan some things. Minerals. Fluorite. Only collected this. So I think when we restore power, some of these doors that are actually closed will open. So maybe let's just do what we're supposed to do. And then we'll see what comes after. Mineral collectathon. Container. Sorry, comlink.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Okay. Message for Nick Thaniopoulos. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative that stayed trapped in a floating tin can, and I promise you can have your adventure later. When they've had more time to plan for your safety, Mum told me to make sure that you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it, for me, and check in more often. I've started to adopt Mum's worry, already chewed through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello? Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leah Wells a few days ago and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can. Tell Leah to message me back.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power
No, that interrupts dialogue. Okay.
relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? EOS might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Okay.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
Surprised I couldn't scan that tree. Or this one. I mean, it's an alien flora.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
So we climb. Okay.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Bro, what? Okay. Well, I believe we're all on the same side here, dude. I'm here to help.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a Pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Leave the Ket to me.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
You'd think he'd be more happy to hear a friendly...
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
Like, hear a friendly, voice. It's like, fuck off. I'm a human and you're a human too. I'm not helping you.
There's an error in the startup sequence.
No.
Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Okay. Ah! I'm complimenting this game's traversal.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records,
He's the one with the shuttle.
Really, Ryder?
So he's flown here without anyone's permission? For some reason?
We've got company.
Cat time. Oh shit. Okay. More kit. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Fuck. I need to get used to what my fucking... I have charge on LB. I need to change that button pressing, because I'm actually going back to my muscle memory when I used to have pull on LB, and then I would have charge as my... I think I had charge as my Y. Was it Y ability? Or that was LB and RB, I think, as well.
We've got company.
Alright. Let's be careful. Skills. Can I change the... I have a current loadout. Assign power. So if I can... Oops, hang on. I have to go to the actual thing, don't I? Alright, charge. In the middle, pull. On the left. Pull with LB. I love that they're already just standing on the side. Oh, that's... that is the wrong target. Is there another one? Oh no, it's flying away. Holy shit.
On to the next one. Nice shot.
Chosen.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Nice. Hello?
You took down all those cat... Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll find it.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Get to a safe location.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Okay, Crazy Blue.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
And then we will end up fucking... like reenacting the same thing? Not so fast.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is powerful alien tech. We need to respect it. Go slow.
For sure. We'll follow your lead.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
So if that structure could make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Viability.
Now the power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Okay. Scan containers to find a vehicle. Clear atmospheric radiation. Need to increase my height.
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Seriously?
Ooh.
You can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible. But since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Okay, cool.
Let's give it a shot.
It actually worked. Is there audio?
Compiling now.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about Eos.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to.
It's like we're listening to ghosts.
Both deceased. Yeah, that's kind of really interesting, actually. There's a similar thing in the Division where you like reconstruct like these echoes, which like uses technology to like simulate like previous like situations that have taken place. So it's a cool little way of doing things. Instead of just being like, here's security camera footage. Is this one that we've been in before? Because the door's open. Yes, been in here. Let's try this door.
Another code, like we already found.
Okay. Nothing special in here. Personal log, Chief Leto. New entry. Specialist Cathari needs to stop navel-gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that speculating mind of his. If it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or get special project Sigma done. It's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures. And they'll do good work, but I tagged his runner just in case. Grace Delta 9. Special Project Sigma. Alright. Good to know. Let's go over this side. Because I can go in here now. Just get used to, I guess, scanning every fucking room ever. Supply situation, K. Farthingale. They divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the south building tomorrow, but there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly, can't grow crops in these winds, and the Nexus can't feed us in themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around of getting back to the Nexus, but if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our boot prints here, we were first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out even if we end up being the last.
All these challenges, and the colonists still tried to tough it out.
Nobody told them what they were in for.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Oh yeah, I forgot this one is blocked. So, I'm in there. Just love that this kind of just looks like Earth. You just be in the desert on Earth, kind of, outside of the plant life.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets.
There it is. Okay. Nomad.
This must be what Clancy meant.
That's a cool name instead of a Mako.
Forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Interesting. Okay. A Nomad.
No good. The forward station should have the access code, once we call it down.
Okay, we'll do that first. Get ourselves a vehicle.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Now we're building again.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
These are shunt. New designs, departures. Senior Foreman Adriano Fonesca tried out the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many cat, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the cat made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for Pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. He ain't wrong.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
So you can do R&D here as well. Okay, cool. Not bad. So you can make new stuff while you're here. But this is pretty much just, you know, what we can do back on the Tempest anyway, I think. But that's cool. Do planet side R&D. Alright, let's cool down this forward station.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access
Oh, you can change loadouts here and stuff as well. Okay, cool. So you can call down these. Forward station protocol initiated. Habitat 1 named EOS does not match initiative pre-flight profiles. Advanced predictives are no longer applicable. Parameters require 94% rework. Cool. Planet-wide climate uniformity is unlikely to have occurred naturally. Tropospheric electron density has suffered manipulation. Okay. So you get ammo and health from these things and can also change your loadout, which is really cool. Okay. So now that we have that down, we can unlock the Nomad container. That's a fancy piece of technology. Look at this bad boy. I like it. Cool.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
ND1. So we've got a little upward boost. We've got our thrust as well.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Okay, toggle mining computer. Launch mining drone. Oh. Oh, this is cool. So if I'm near, like, somewhere, is it gonna, like, have higher levels or something? That's kind of cool. Getting used to driving around this place. Classic Mass Effect traversal on a planet, which is kind of cool. With our new Mako. Sick. What does that do? Okay. That also changes... Okay, is it like extra suspension? Woo! Okay, cool. Alright, well we've got ourselves a new vehicle, which means we're going to be able to take a journey and explore the rest of the planet, which is pretty damn sweet. We've landed on EOS, we've checked out this outpost, we have the Nomad to explore EOS with, and we'll be doing more of that next time. So this was a great episode for learning more about our Tempest, our crew, and then we've got a vehicle, so that's really cool. We're going to continue next time exploring EOS, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.